Hello everyone. Have you ever written a left join thinking this will keep all customers and then your report still loses rows? No error, the query runs, but some customer just disappears. Totally wrong. This is one of the most common real world SQL bugs, and it happens because nulls, joins, and group by working together. Welcome back to SQL with Asif. In this video, we'll see why a perfectly valid left join can still drop data or show wrong totals and how to fix it using simple patterns you can reuse in interviews and real projects. Let's start with two simple tables, customers and orders. We can see that Eve has never ordered anything. And Alice has two orders. Bob and Dinah have one each. And Charlie has none. So, if you see here, now let us suppose the interviewer asks us, show every customer and a column with their total order amount. What actually the query which the interviewer asks is this one. Show every customer and a column with their total order amount, 0 if they have no orders. This is a classic left join problem. And how will we move ahead with this? Okay, before moving ahead, let me run the script which I have created for these tables and orders. Great. If you want, I will add this query in the description or in the comments. Just let me know. Let me execute this one. There is an error over here. What is the error, by the way? Invalid column level 16 now. Let's see. Is that okay? Let's first create this one only. Very good. Now let's place order. Okay, this might be problem here. I'm not taking this one. Okay, we have that. Now I want to insert this data. Why I'm not able to get a insert this. Great. So I think we have the tables here. Let's see the tables in our output whether they are same or select star from customers. Okay. And we should have the same for orders. Let's check that. Select star from orders. Okay. Now we have this. So the question which the interviewer has asked is show every customer and a column with the total order amount. This is a classic left join because we need to show every customer and the total amount they have ordered. So anyone, everyone in this interview might handle or approach the question like this. Select, since we need customer ID, and then we have to have indentation over here. Customer ID, and then we need to have customer name, and we need to have sum of order amount. Now this should come from, we can say, from customer C. Left join, because we need to have all the customers. Left join orders O on C dot customer ID equal to O dot customer ID. Now since we have used this aggregation over here, sum, we need to have a group by, and this group by should be based on, I think I have missed the indentations over here. We should keep in mind that indentations are very important. It can actually make our code look very ugly if we don't follow it correctly. So in this group by, we have to group it based on C dot customer ID, and maybe we can go with name also if required, but we think, should we go with name? Okay, let's go with name because it's already there. C dot customer name. Maybe we can add an order by also to look at pleasant. Order by C dot customer ID. Let's run this, and I'm hoping that we should get the required result. Execute this one. This should be a problem here. C customer. Where is it? Where is it? Customer. Customers is a table name. Sorry. Mistake over here. Let's see. Great. So what we can see is that we are getting record for all the customer ID column with the total order amount. This should be the total order amount. And they have asked to add a 0 if they have no orders. Okay, no worry. There are few changes we need to do here. We can add a COALESCE over here. What it actually does is if we don't have any value, we can add a 0 over here. We can write it as total orders. No worries on this. Put here. So we have the correct records. Now this is actually great. We have solved this question. The interviewer must be happy with us. But what if the interviewer gives us a actually enhance the problem and wants to test more depth what we have? If he asks us that show only the customers that appear in the report where total orders are greater than 0. Now this question has been modified. Let me first copy this question. So we have answered this question correctly. But there can be a scenario. What he's telling is that we need to show only customers that appear in the report where total orders are greater than 0. Now this is again a twist in this question. Now for this, what you can do is, since we have created this whole result using this query only, and we need to only add a condition. The condition should be where clause, that the total orders are greater than 0. So what we can do is we can add it over here, where which we have to apply this filter on order table, which will be on the right side of the table, where O dot order amount is greater than 0. If we write this, I hope we should get the correct answer. Bingo, we have done the correct answer. But if you solve this question like this in the interviewer, I am sure you will not be getting the call for the next round. They will tell you that they will get back to you, but that will not happen actually. Why? Because if you see, there is a pattern which is actually hidden over here. When you use a left join and apply a where clause on right table of that join, it will actually act as inner join. Now, why inner join? So if I could, if this, I can remove everything over here, this, and I can also remove this left and add the inner join. If I run this, I believe that I'll get the same answer. Let's try that first. So see, I'm getting the same answer. I've shifted that left join and I've removed that where clause. Now I'm getting the inner join and I'm able to answer this question correctly. Again, this was a catch. We can solve this question using inner join also. But since according to the layman terms, whenever our mind says that we need to have data from the left table, all the data, then we always use left join. So this is a trick or a pattern which is hidden over here. Left join plus where on the right table is equal to inner join. Now why this question is wrong is actually because I have also created a video where I have shown when to use where and when to use having for filtering the record when we are using group by, because there is a pattern which there is a order of execution which is followed for every statement. And when we were using let me get back to that left join and where, when we were using this where before group by, what actually happens is this whole table when we were using before where, when we were joining it on left join, what happened was we were able to join every record over here with this, and we were getting the correct tables like this one. But when we added a where clause now, it didn't went to group by. It first added the details like here. If I can, so it added the details. Okay, I'm not getting it because they're using some. So what happened actually? It added the left table and right table. Left join, we have done the left join. The tables were joined correctly, but the problem was we added a where clause, and after joining, the order of execution says we need to go to where clause. So the order of execution says that let's first see join, then we will see where clause. So after that where clause, what we can say is that all that 0 records will actually get removed automatically. By 0 records, I want to see I want to say Eve and Charlie, who have never ordered, will actually be removed. So when you, after that, join and where, then you add group by also, it's no point, we will never get that zero record, that amount, zero amount. Why? Because it has already been removed by where clause. I have also created this video. I'll add a link somewhere. You can check that. So never, whenever we want to apply a filter, two rules which we have to keep in mind. Whenever we try to apply filter on order amount, whenever we try to apply a filter on order amount, not order amount, apply filter on group by, we have to keep in mind if that filter is being applied on aggregation column, like this sum order amount. Even if we focus on this question, total orders was the call, right? We need to look for total orders greater than 0. Total order means sum. And the filter, if we add a sum over here, we will surely get an error, because where never understands aggregation filters. Aggregate, it is a row level filter, it's not aggregate level filters. So we will already get a 0 error over here. Whenever we need to apply filter on aggregate column or aggregate filter, we need to use having clause. If I remove this and if I add a having sum o dot order amount greater than 0, then what will actually happen is we will get the same record results. If I show you this, we are getting the same result, but the order of execution is following correct process, group by, and then we will go for having. So what will happen? These two tables will join. We will have on this result of join, we will have those names also, Eva and Charlie, which I have never ordered, and we are having 0 on that order amount also. And then we are using a group by, and based on that group by, I am assigning the total order amount 0 to Eve and Charlie, and rest 3 are getting these records. Eve and Charlie are somewhere down. And then we are applying this having filter. What having will do, having will see, okay, order amount 00 for Eve and Charlie, remove that. And then we ordered it by customer ID. So this actually followed this pattern correctly. And that left join plus where was actually giving us the right records, right result, but it was acting as an inner join and not a left join. So the 3 lessons which we have to keep in mind with this video is the first one, that left join plus where on right table is equal to inner join. So only use where on the left table. Otherwise, if you use it on the right table, then it will act as an inner join. And we have one more thing over here, filter on aggregates with having, not where. So whenever you have a aggregate filter, we have to use it with having, and we don't have to use where, because where is a row level filter. And when we want to include customers with 0, we can use this combination left join, group by, and COALESCE sum, comma 0, and avoid where right table column is not null. So this actually can help you getting 0 values respectively for all the total orders which we had seen earlier. This combination helped us there. The first one over here is because we know that left, I told you that left plus where is equal to inner join. So to avoid that scenario, never use where on the right table and use a left join. So try to avoid that. If you want to keep all left rows, so you have to avoid that. I hope you understood everything. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel, follow me, and let's meet in some other video. Till then, thanks and bye.